Internet.
Hi.
We got games.
We want
lots of games.
a lot of board games. Did we get this many?
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't know we walked out with this many. Let's move some stuff around before we get carried away with stuff. We opened some of these too, I noticed. Check them out. So, we went to Origins, which is a giant board gaming convention, and we bought this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Not really sure what some of this is, actually.
Well, some of these were off the $10
Yeah.
markdown.
There was an entire location of
this game, Seismic, Recess, and Grand Trivial? Yeah,
Trivial.
For $10. These three games right here for $10.
Yeah.
We got
So back up a second. Origins basically is a giant board gaming convention that happens normally through June. What was it?
Yeah,
June 6th, all the way to today. Actually,
yeah,
it ended today. So we actually went for one day. We went Thursday, and we got up at like 4 or what? We went 3 in the morning, and we drove there.
Got there at 7.
7 o'clock. It opened at 10, so we just kind of hung out for a little while, explored, and we went nuts, as you can see.
Yeah, we went absolutely nuts. We actually started the day. We're gonna talk about our whole day. We started the day first off standing in line for HeroClix, and yeah, we didn't get any, as you can tell.
Yeah, we really didn't. And the thing was,
we didn't care.
Yeah, we were like, yeah, let's go ahead and do this. And then the more we waited in line, we're like, you know what? It doesn't really matter. And interestingly enough, I did get to meet, which was kind of funny.
Yeah, mention that story.
We met the guy. What was his name? Alex.
He was the champion last year.
Who made the Star Wars HeroClix figure in the Legion of Superheroes.
It was so funny. This guy over here just bashed the character because he doesn't know how to use them. And just sat there and just kept bashing him and bashing him like, Stargirl.
I'm like, Stargirl isn't that great. Yeah. And the only reason why is I don't know how to use her. And I'm not, when I play HeroClix, I'm not a heavy hitter type person. I don't know how to use them a lot, and I don't really care for her. Yeah. I didn't say I didn't like her. I didn't really care for her. And the guy looks at me and goes, really? And then he goes on like this entire spiel about how to use her.
And all his friends are just laughing their butts off. And I was just looking at him like, which one of you created it?
And then he looked right at me, and then they finally showed me. I'm like, oh my God, dude, I'm so sorry. And he was just laughing his butt off. He's a super nice guy, too. He's like, no, dude. This is how you play the character. I'm just messing with you. Yeah. I don't really, it's a matter of opinion when you play your character.
I would love to fight against him, though.
Oh, I thought it would be phenomenal if we played against him. So
he would whip our butts. It would have been fun.
Yeah, but
I mean, I'm glad that we skipped out on it because we got a chance to do a preview of Archer, the board game.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. So what we did is we looked at each other and said, does it really matter anymore? Yeah. Like, no. Let's not wait in line. We did get to see a couple previews of HeroClix, too. But then we sat down, and they were doing this Archer board game, which I love Archer. I'm not a huge fan, but I really enjoy the show. Now, we sat down, and they said, hey, we are previewing this Archer board game. And we're like, okay, cool. Well, we're not really interested at first. And then me and Todd looked at each other and said,
we got nothing better to do.
It's a demo. I mean, it's not out yet, so it's kind of cool to play. And it was hilarious.
Yeah. They take the artworks from the show. They have quotes from the show. And pretty much the whole idea is to beat the other guy by insulting them. And that's what makes it so great. It's like...
Oh, you can play as anybody from the show.
Yeah.
Any of the main cast. And everybody has their own insult cards and their own mission cards. And you have to get your ego boosted. I think the entire concept is you have to boost your ego up. And then when you get to, I think, 20, I think it is, you win. And it's a lot of fun. Cool thing, too, is we got to meet the designer as well.
Yeah, that was really cool.
So he was watching Archer, and he goes, I really want to turn this into a board game, which is interesting in how you even think of a board game. We should make our own board game.
Yeah, we will.
We will. But it was kind of cool to sit there and talk with him and his inspiration. How he said, I am a big fan of the show. I think it's really funny. How can I incorporate this into a board game? Well, people like insulting each other. So how about I make a game where you have to insult each other? And that's where the board game is.
And I really like the funny thing is it's the power-ups. It's, if Archer is an alcoholic, so if he goes on a mission that requires booze, he gets a plus to his dice.
Yeah.
If it's smarts, it goes to the professor guy. If it's sex,
it goes to Pam.
Yeah.
Or is it Pam? Pam.
Yeah, it's Pam.
It's Pam, and then you have Cheryl, who I don't remember what she's on.
Sex.
I think she's sex too. And then Cyril as well. He's smarts, and Lana is guns, and it's a lot of fun. I mean, it was just fantastic. And then what did we do after that?
We went to the dealer's room.
Yeah, and we did this. We actually started off at the dealer's room, just kind of running around.
Yeah, see what was there first. Well, we got a chance to see a really cool game that some guy's working on. What was it? The one that no one likes he takes all the elements you hated in games.
Oh, the worst! This is the worst game ever.
Oh yeah, the worst game ever.
Take the different elements of everything that everybody hates about a board game, and card games, or any type of game, and he makes it into a card game. Now it is on Kickstarter too. I think the site is called GorillaGames.com. Is actually the website that you can look at. Now this actual game was pretty interesting. We didn't really play it too much. He just kind of showed us a quick demo of it, but it's definitely a game I'm gonna get.
Didn't have much. We relearned how to play Gloom.
We did. Now Gloom actually, and I should have brought the expansion out actually. I'm gonna grab it too.
We bought the expansion too. We just put it with the other Gloom.
Yeah.
And we got neat cards that are based on the tabletop game.
The
show.
YouTube show tabletop. Now we actually did get Gloom. Now Gloom actually is really interesting too. We did relearn how to play it, and we got some pretty helpful tips too. Yeah. Gloom basically is a card game where you actually have to make your family as miserable as possible and then kill them. Now, the way you have to defeat your opponent is you have to make their people as happy as possible and then kill them. Yeah. And whoever has the least amount of points, or the least negative points, wins. It's actually a lot of fun.
Yeah, we were playing it, and I played this. I always played the circus because I like the circus people and the clown.
I like the brain in the jar.
They keep trying to kill the clown, and I'm like, no, you can't kill my clown. And it's like, I play a resurrection card that brings the clown back to life, and then he kills him again, and then I play another card where I could switch a living character with a dead character.
So he comes back to life. The cool thing, too, is always to actually role play was actually the thing that you really want to do with this game. Yeah. We also did, and we did get, we didn't get Once Upon a Time the main, is it here?
Yeah, we have it over
the main
here, so.
game somewhere. We did get Once Upon a Time too, which you actually check out the podcast we did as well. We are playing this game.
I think we're going to play it monthly to tell a different story.
Yeah.
Here's the main game. Expansions. This is the blank cards, so you can put anything you want on there.
More blank cards.
Those are the blank cards. These are the Enchanted Tales.
Knightly Tales, and Pirates, and then I think that's all. Yeah. I think there's only a couple.
There's only 4 of them.
Things. So that
was awesome.
Yeah, it's definitely that game is probably one of my favorite games to play. Again, we did do it on the podcast About Nothing. If you are interested in that podcast, another game too that we did get, and we've already played this game too, is Battle Wizards.
Yes. Our friend owned it, but we bought it at the convention because we got free cards!
Yeah, so really cool thing, too. If you actually buy different games, you get promotional cards. We actually did that with King of Tokyo as well, which is a lot of fun. We did compete in the tournament.
We still failed.
We actually won the first round.
Yeah.
But then me and Todd, we moved on to the second round, and the guy was just running really good. Battle Wizards, though...
Why didn't you get a penguin?
No, you get a promotional penguin if you do win the tournament. We didn't get it. But we did get promotional cards, too, though.
I gotta mention this one card. This is an awesome game. By the way, if you really like monsters, this is the game to monsters. Battling Tokyo like Godzilla. Yeah. This is the game for you.
This game basically what you do is you take over Tokyo. You have to control Tokyo and defeat the surrounding monsters.
with monsters. This card is awesome. It's called the Monster Sidekick. If someone kills you, go back to the 10 health and lose all your points. If either you or your killer wins, or all your players are eliminated, then you both win. It's kind of like, you killed me, well, screw you.
We both win. Which would be a great card to actually play in the tournament.
Yeah.
It's like, who wins? Now, really cool thing, too, and I am a big fan of, too, we did get, where is it? Red Dragon in 3. Now, I do have the other 2 out here as well.
And Pookie.
And Pookie. Now,
we don't mention Pookie.
but Pookie is an overpowered card. Now, I did get Red Dragon in. Basically, this is what happens after you get done slaying monsters. You go drink. The whole point is to make your enemies, well, your other fellow drinking people, well, partygoers, pass out or lose their fortitude, and you get gold, and you gamble. It's a lot of fun because each character in the game, there's 4 characters per expansion, and then 4 or 5 mini expansions on the game. So it's actually a lot of fun. It's one of my favorite games to play. We play it weekly, so you might hear us play that as well at some point.
Then we went to the Mayfair company. Well, actually, I want to talk about King of Tokyo for a minute again. They had a life-size version of this game.
Yeah.
And now it got us excited because we're now going to make our own life-size board games. We saw Settlers of Catan, so we're going to get a bunch of cardboard.
We saw, what was it, Settlers of Catan, Pompeii. What was a lot more Settlers of Catan.
Yeah.
Was the biggest ones that we saw. And then we saw, what was that one game that they were playing on the phones? Nebulin or Nebula?
Nebular?
Yeah, Nebula or something. What it was is you were playing with your phone and you were using it as a magic wand and you were zapping people.
Yeah.
And you could do it from all around the world or anybody who's on that server, and it's really, really cool. I really wish though.
Yeah, we could have stayed.
Yeah, I really wish we would have.
They weren't really set up for it at the time.
Now, one of the games I did get to, and I wish we kind of organized this a little bit better.
But yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute.
Okay.
So we went to the Mayfair company booth.
Well, I'm getting that.
And
so go ahead.
These are the people who made the Settlers of Catan, Lords of Vegas, which we got a chance to play.
Yes, that was a lot of fun. Long game. But
they were literally selling
80% off board games.
80% off board games. I got Journey to the Center of the Earth.
We got Van Helsing, which we get to play as a group of people going to defeat Dracula, and your leader is Van Helsing.
Dos Rios, which looks like it could be a Settlers of Catan type game. I remember seeing this at the comic book store one time, and I never picked it up. Someone beat me to it. Wacky West.
I have no idea what that is.
I have no idea. It was $5, people. I know I got not Journey to the Center of the Earth. The Captain Ebo. Yeah, based on the submarine.
Yeah.
Portion of the ocean floor. This one looks interesting. I just love Jules Verne, so I had to pick it up.
Yeah.
I regret not picking 1502 up, and I'm still mad. At the booth, they were doing a kind of like a promotional thing. If you go to all these different tables, you would get ribbons, like in Settlers of Catan.
And you
get a
get
piece of wood.
Settlers of Catan for like 50% off.
And you get any game for 50% off. And me and him were trying so hard because we really wanted to get Lords of Vegas.
We were with 2 of our other buddies too as well, and while we were all sitting around doing it, Lords of Vegas ended up taking on our time. Now, Lords of Vegas is a lot of fun. To be perfectly honest with you, I didn't really know what I was doing.
Yeah, a lot of times it was kind of weird. But I figured it out halfway through it.
Yeah, I did too, but I was still like, okay, what would be my next move?
Here's another game we bought.
Yeah, Family Business is kind of interesting.
Yeah, if I would have saw that, I would have bought that for you.
Yeah, but I saw this, and what it is it's a fast-paced game where you actually get to be different mobsters, and you get to battle the families. So it's actually looked like a lot of fun. I'm a big gangster mobster. I bent the box.
Oh,
well. Whatever.
It was half off.
80, no, it wasn't.
80%, wasn't it?
No.
No, you paid full price.
This was like $15.
Oh.
Full price. So I was like, alright, can't go wrong with that. Now, we did buy, this was from another company. What was it, Sam?
Yeah, we got it from the Steve Jackson booth.
Yeah, Steve Jackson booth. Now, this is build an Elder God. It's exactly what it sounds like. You are building your own Elder God. That's about it on that game.
Now, here's Bang, which is a Western card game, and pretty much one person's the sheriff, one person's the deputy, and I think 2 other people are the...
Was that the rubber band game we saw?
No.
No? Okay.
And then you have 2 other people who are the desperados, and you don't know who's who.
Oh, yeah. That game, yeah, I know that game.
And I actually played this game. I didn't play it there. I played it at the Midwest Media Expo, and with my friend Leah, and I loved it. I fell in love with it right away. And I just had to pick it up. This is a great game.
We bought Arkham Horror. Nobody will play this game with me. Because I normally draw the card where you get to turn against everybody. But basically, this game is exactly how it sounds. Is you actually have to close the different portals of Cthulhu, and it's a lot of fun. This game can take a couple of days to play if you do have the full expansions. But other than that, it's a lot of fun.
The Ten Commandments.
Yeah, we played that game. Yeah, it's really lame. We already played that one, and it's really kind of dumb.
Boss Monsters. Boss Monsters. This is a fun little game. It kind of
It gets complicated.
Complicated, but eventually you get used to it. It's really fun, especially if you love the 8-bit mini games. That was fun.
Timeline. This game we were aiming for when we got there.
Yeah.
Timeline, basically, it's really interesting. Now, what Timeline does is first off, interestingly enough, we actually got this game, all 5 expansions,
for $40.
For $40. It was a $50 value originally, and we just knocked it down with the coupons.
Yeah, we came with a coupon, and the fact, I think it was $50 because we got all 5, and then they knocked off another 5 because we went to the convention, and then we used our couponer, which gave us another 5.
Aww.
And now we broke the timeline, and now
everything's gonna unravel. But basically, the whole point of the game is you have to build the timeline based on what time period it was in.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you can also play around with it too.
Yeah, I think you can switch to 2. I think you can play with 2 decks. I think that's how it goes.
I think it's 2 decks. You can mix and match 2. Which is going to be a real pain in the butt. We haven't opened it yet, but we got one of the tins. That's fine, whatever.
The one thing I find so funny is this box here comes with 110 cards. This one comes with 110 cards. This one comes with 110 cards. This one comes with 110 cards. But this one, 109 cards. I just find that so funny.
So what else do we get?
Drum Quest!
Drum Quest. We did get Drum Quest. Now, Drum Quest is a game where basically the only way, from what I understand, and we did open it and take a look at it, was you actually have to drink in order to progress.
It's D&D.
What we're drinking?
A drinking game, yeah. It's D&D, the drinking game.
It's like Red Dragon Inn, but only more
Yeah, but you actually have to drink.
So,
remember to play with your friends. Please drink responsibly. Ticket to Ride, one of the great modern games. Simple to easy to learn.
It was apparently the German award-winning game, which Doggy Doo is also.
Yeah, I'm still, I'm going to question that too. I wanted to put it on this table, but Chad was like, no, we're not putting Doggy Doo. I love Doggy Doo. It's a game about a dog shitting.
Because we crushed the box. It didn't look good on the table.
We could have put the dog on
We got Pookie from the Red Dragon Inn, which is the biggest pain in the butt character. I think our buddy Bob, who actually does the show roulette show with us, Bob, he was the buddy who joined us as well. Yeah. He actually picked up Cormac the Barbarian, which I'm interested in playing as him soon. And he got a couple other games too.
I'm curious to see what he got.
Yeah.
Because he went for the whole weekend. We didn't.
Yeah, which I kind of wish we did.
I mean, so, I'm already planning for next year. I plan to literally go. I like to go for at least 3 days. Yeah. Thursday, Friday. So I like to go for 4 days because I want to go Thursday because no one was there on Thursday.
Right.
I would love to go on Thursday just to get the HeroClix and then put them on eBay right away. I think it's a horrible thing to say, but when they're worth 3 times what they're worth on eBay.
That's still a terrible thing to say.
You kind of have to do that. Well, our friend's doing that.
A couple of our friends are doing it. What else do we get?
Smash Up.
Smash Up is kind of cool. It's a deck building game where you get to combine aliens. 2 different decks, 2 different creatures and stuff. You could do like wizards and dinosaurs, aliens and goblins, and there's a couple expansions too.
I think it'd be like alien dinosaurs or pirate ninjas.
Unnatural Selection we got as well. Unnatural Selection is a very bizarre game. When I opened up the box and tried to learn how to play it, the entire instructions were in German. I actually had to ask
find a translator to actually translate the rules.
Yeah. So now what I understand how to do is you actually play a regular animal, and then everybody else has to have to mutate that animal. Whoever has the best mutation
wins.
Gets the point. It looked fun. It looked interesting. I think it was like $5. So I was like, hey, $5 game.
We didn't play test this at all.
I have no idea what that game is.
I have no either. I heard it's fun. Jetpack Unicorn.
Which is kind of interesting. It's a little bit like Once Upon a Time, only more improv. Yeah. You don't really get an option. You just get different cards, and when you draw the cards, you have to incorporate all those cards into one story, and whoever makes the best story wins.
Doctor Who the card game. If you're a fan of Doctor Who, I have no idea how to play it yet.
I don't either. We opened it, but
yeah, we opened it.
We never got, which was kind of a dumb thing on our part. We got 2 of the expansions for Settlers of Catan, but we didn't get the main Catan, which I'm not really sure why we did that.
Well, because our friend had Catan. And...
Yeah, and then we were like, hey, we'll buy these, and then it seemed kind of silly to buy it, and now we should probably get that.
We will. We'll talk about Resident Evil.
The Resident Evil is interesting. It's been out for a while, but so Resident Evil is actually a deck building game where basically what you do is you play as the cast of Resident Evil and you go around fighting zombies. That's all I really know about the game, to be perfectly honest with you. I think, oh, that's what I get for unmasking all the cards and everything. Yeah. But that's okay. I'll reorganize it. But anyway, what else do we get?
I think that's it.
I think that's it that we got today.
I mean, it was a blast. I mean, I highly recommend if you love board games to go to this thing. Great deals. Get to test out a lot of cool games.
A lot of great people.
Yeah,
I don't think there was anybody that we ran into that was a total jerk.
Yeah.
Except the guy who Bob hang out with. No, I'm just kidding. He was a great guy too.
I plan to go next year, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I plan to bring at least $100 for each day, and just have a ball. I already planned out like Thursday. I'll just buy the HeroClix, and Friday and Saturday I'm just gonna take advantage of the sales, pick up some new games, and then on Sunday take advantage of all the deals after that, because a lot of people don't want to carry their stuff back.
No, I completely agree with you. I will bring back and forth too. We got a lot of free tote bags too, so I will agree with that. Battle Wizards actually did come with a separate limited edition wizard cards too. Just to let you know. Battle Wizards, and we did forget to mention that one a little bit, where it's you are basically pick a wizard at the beginning. Everybody has, I think it's 20 health.
Under family business.
So, and what you do is you battle the different wizards and you make up different spells, and then you just fight each other.
Yeah.
It's actually really cool too because each card has a different effect on it. It's one of our favorite games to play actually because we've already played it before. A couple of these games we've already played before. We just wanted our own copy. So as you can tell, we do have a really sad hobby.
And then I'll mention these. I know I brought it up earlier, but I bought these 3 games: Recess, Trivial, and Seismic. For $10. This is about earthquakes. This is about playing Recess. And this is about Magic. There were a few games I kind of regret not getting. There was
the Amazon game I kind of wanted to get.
Yeah, 1502 was another one.
Another one.
I really wish that we got to play the life-size version of King of Tokyo, but I same game, so it doesn't bother me.
Yeah, I kind of wish we would have stayed a little bit longer. Even though we didn't get to do the ribbons, I really wish we would have did that. I do wish we would have stayed for another day at least. We could have stayed for that night, maybe chilled somewhere. But other than that, though, I had a great time. I'm definitely going to go next time. So this is everything we kind of got, and we definitely recommend you checking out Origins.
Checking out Origins. Check out some new videos, because I know we're going to do some opening boxes, and we're probably going to play them and shoot the video for them.
Yeah, so one of the new projects we'll kind of go in, there is a reason. There is actually a reason why we're doing this. We are eventually going to start. We are going to start doing board games on how to play. I mean,
not necessarily how to play, just
unboxing and checking them out, I guess.
Yeah, checking them out, doing a quick review. We're also going to plan to make them life size as well.
Yeah, so we're going to try at least, depending on how our wallets work. If anything, though, you can catch us again.
Still have money?
Anyway,
after all of this,
but not really. Now, just to let you know as well, you can catch us again, more than likely playing some of these games on our podcast About Nothing, and you can
especially Once Upon a Time.
Especially Once Upon a Time, which I think we will start doing as a weekly basis.
Once Upon a Time and Jetpack Unicorn.
Yeah, and any of the story-based games we will be doing. So if you want to hear us doing those, more than likely we'll be playing Gloom as well, more and Timeline too. So other than that, and maybe Call of Cthulhu if we have time. That's a really long game, but we can always break it up.
Yeah.
So other than that,
we gotta find people first.
We really do need to have people to play that game.
Because one of us is gonna play that one card that fucks everyone over.
Oh yeah, and it'll probably be me because I like to play that. But other than that, I'm Chad.
I'm Todd.
And we had a great time at Origins. And these are our board games. And we'll catch you later with our next videos.